It's okay to evolve. Now, what exactly do I mean by that? I'm chilling in my car right now. I was just thinking. I had some free time, and I was doing some reading, and afterward, my mind kind of went a few places. I started thinking about a whole lot of stuff. And sometimes, in this day and age, a lot of people forget that your painting might take longer to paint than someone else's. Sometimes, somebody could fucking just splatter some paint on the canvas and that be their expression and it worked for them, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes for you maybe, or for someone you might know, it might be different. I'm just speaking from personal experience. I'm not here to give you advice and preach to you about a perspective that I'm not familiar with. I'm 100% familiar with this perspective because it's absolutely how I am. So let me break it down to you like this, right? This is specifically talking to like the real creative kids, because you see all these other people doing all this shit and they're gonna you see all these people doing all this other shit to like get this clout and all this shit, and you're just sitting there working on some real fucking music, and you're like, what the fuck? Like, why isn't this shit working for me the same way? I gotta figure out my formula. I gotta figure out my equation. You know what I'm saying? I gotta figure out what colors I need to paint this painting, and you keep unraveling certain parts. You know what I'm saying? And it kind of extends your success projection time, which is bullshit anyway. Throw that out the fucking window. You can't have an estimated time in your head as to when you're going to be successful, because you're going to learn things are going to happen to you, things are going to happen to the industry, which is completely out of your control, and you have to adapt, right? So my interpretation, this is kind of my personal philosophy on not even just music, on business in general, because you might have too good of an idea for that shit to just happen overnight. You might need time to learn certain things and heighten your ability to adapt and heighten your ability to understand philosophy or perspectives and shit like that, and information. Information is the commodity here that's priceless, you know what I'm saying? So for me personally, everyone around me who makes music, or people I know, even videos you watch on the internet, because I've put my 1,000 hours of research in, you know what I mean? Out of all the videos that you watch, a lot of people, they don't necessarily plan big. They kind of give you a easy plan, because obviously it makes sense. Like, you're asking me for advice, I'm going to tell you what probability-wise is most likely to work. But sometimes, this is like kind of a niche video to like a specific demographic of person, or a specific type of person, you feel me? But sometimes it might take a little longer for you, bro. You might have too big of a plan for it to fucking happen overnight, or for it to even happen in 5 years. Like, the way I see it is this, right? I started making music because I loved music, and it was part. I'm gonna turn my AC on because I'm sweating a little bit. But it was partially, like, even as much as I loved music and making music, and as much of a fan as I was of music and being influenced and learning, there's always, I don't care how innocent you think you are, or how naive maybe you might interpret it as, but there's always some kind of vanity and vain and fame and all this other shit that's going on in your head. So you gotta, honestly, throw that the fuck out the window if you're really doing creative shit. You gotta learn how to embrace who you are. That might not be like me. See, like me, I could at least come on here and make a video talking to people and kind of like pouring my heart out. Some people aren't that social. Some people don't have communication skills like that, honestly. So, in my opinion, that transition for me from going from creative, like, too indulged in creative bullshit that comes with it, like overthinking stuff, all that shit, kind of went out the window when I embraced my entrepreneurial skills. And it's honestly been a priceless adaptation for me, because I had to change the way I think about things. You have to stop like only focusing on music. You have to usher in and welcome and encourage other platforms of expression and other platforms of outreach. You know, I think that's super important for people to really realize in this internet age. Like, the whole goal, and as you get older too, hopefully, God willing, your view changes on shit. You shouldn't just care about being a lit artist. You should care about not working and making your money work for you. So when you look at it that way, it makes the internet kind of as a tool instead of a launch pad for your art. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, think about it less emotionally, actually. Think about it with your mind. Don't think about it with your heart as the fuel for your fucking thoughts, you know? Like, really think about it from your mind's perspective, right? When you take the emotion out of it, it's like, okay, I have this tool on the internet. Who cares about what they're doing? Like, complaining about people's whack shit, complaining about this isn't the way it used to be, or like complaining about just a whole bunch of bullshit that's not going to help you get to where you got to go. So, in my opinion, through my experience, because even if successful people have been on that side of the coin, successful people have been complainers, you know what I'm saying? That whole way of thinking is trash. Like, that has to be exterminated as soon as humanly possible. Because who cares about what they're doing or what the industry standard is, or music sucks, like this dude sucks, the people on the radio suck? It's like, who gives a fuck? The internet is giving you the platform for that not to matter to you. It's a luxury to you. I'm sorry if my fucking camera's moving too much. My laptop's on my leg and shit. But the internet gives us this platform to eliminate that issue. Like, it's a blessing. So you have to start embracing it instead of fighting it. And that advice is priceless, honestly. I mean, everyone's going to figure shit out in their own time, but hopefully this expedites your awakening. So I pray that it does. Another thing that really opened my mind to a lot of things is when you really get industry experience, you realize that everything is money-based. And it's not a new thing. You know what I'm saying? It's not some new fucking agenda. It's been this way. So with that understanding, a lot of kids that like being more eclectic or are more introverted, they see people like The Weeknd and Frank Ocean, and they go, damn, how do I have that fan base? How am I mysterious on social media? Or how do I remain like eclectic the way I want to be? It's like, bro, you got the bread. You could do whatever the fuck you want. You can make your marketing strategy a fucking weird shit go. Like, if you have enough money behind you, you can make it work. So this is another question that kind of throws a monkey wrench in every emotional creative's mind. And the question is, are you willing to do something to get you money to fund your vision? I'm not saying get a bullshit job. I'm not saying like fucking get a job you hate or some shit. Like, bro, you could go, and even taking your future in mind, you could go become a plumber, become an electrician, fucking go to trade school, do a million things. There's so much shit you could do. Excuse me. To where these tools and these jobs are going to make you bread, and all you have to do is funnel it into your music. Because I've taken meetings with major labels. I've taken meetings with managers. And the only thing they say is, yo, bro, the money matters. Like, do you have the plays? Do you have this? Do you have that? Fucking get the money and do it. Like, why are you trying to look for a venture capitalist technically? Like, why are you trying to look for an investor? You can empower yourself, put that little fucking ego aside, empower yourself, make some fucking money, and invest it back into yourself and make your company successful. A lot of people, like, they don't have the wherewithal and the knowledge or the confidence to actually take action and do shit like that, because, like, a lot of people don't understand what I said before, like, not working. Like, people go to school to get a job and then retire when they're 60. Like, even if you go to school for that reason, like, who the fuck wants to work for 40, 50 years? You know what I'm saying? Even if it's something you love. Like, sometimes it's like, fuck, bro, I can't take a break from this shit. Like, I gotta show up to work, and if I leave, it's a dub. Like, I gotta go find a totally new job. You know what I mean? You have to financially empower yourself, or at least want to not have to work. You always have to be growing. And sometimes that means stepping away from something you might love, you know? And when you really realize that and you really understand that, you're going to just be open to so much progress in your life. Because, man, when I realized that, man, it wasn't even that long ago, shit. But when I really realized that, it really clicked in my head, because everyone's just scrambling for a job, or for like security, or for even a dream. Like, you have to really realize, make fucking money, make your dream come true, right? Get the money any way to do it. I don't give a fuck how you gotta do it, unless you're hurting children and shit like that, whatever. Get the money, get the fucking oh my god, get the capital to fucking start your company. Learn about advertising. I'm gonna be making videos on all this shit. Damn. Sorry. Sosa shit. But like, learn advertising. Learn fucking playlisting. It's not hard. I'm gonna be making videos on all this shit. Like, for real. I'm diving deep into more of exposing my personality, because I feel like people are gonna fuck with me, and people have to hear this shit. I know that there's a kid like me who wants to hear this talk, but they have no one around them that knows this information or has fucking overcame the hurdles I've overcame. So to whoever this speaks to, like, I love you, and I hope that this really resonates with a lot of people. But shit, I'm gonna be making videos on all this stuff. Like, I'm really expanding. I'm about to start a podcast. I'm about to do like a whole bunch of shit outside of music, separate, same person, but expanding into more of an entrepreneurial role, like expanding into more of a real role, like not selling you a dream, not selling you a lifestyle. Like, I'm really trying to fucking relate to you, bro. I'm trying to help you through my experiences and through my mistakes, or through my successes. You know what I mean? I've been successful in a few things in my life, so I figure I might as well share all the information to you guys. I even want to do a fucking like a Patreon where I go through advertising and all this shit, because like, I'm still learning it, but who gives a fuck? Like, if I'm learning it, maybe even though I might not be an expert, I might give you a piece of information that helps you do it right, and then you help me, or what. Even if you fucking help yourself and your friends, your boys, or whatever, you know, that's the kind of shit that really matters. And I'm embracing that shit now, because that's my personality. I just never used to adapt it to my social platform. A vision. Have a scalable plan. Like, don't just think, oh, I'm gonna make this song and get lit. Think like, damn, what if I start a podcast and made these shirts and made my music, or like maybe wrote a fucking book with all my shit. Like, become a brand. Don't just be someone's artist. Like, don't just sign to someone and be their fucking artist, because there's so much bullshit with that, and we live in the internet age, bro. Empower yourself. Hopefully it's a light for someone and it guides them through the door. You know what I mean? Today is Thursday, July 15th. I worked out. I didn't go to jiu-jitsu today. That's another thing. Fucking start doing shit that's actually gonna help you. Read a fucking book. Go take martial arts. Like, so many kids I know, they don't know how to fight, and they resort to like other means of violence. And I was gonna say a bad word, but they resort, like, it just makes them weird people, because they don't know how to defend themselves, and they don't embrace their vulnerability, so they're fucking weird. Go fucking take a martial art class, bro. It'll help discipline you. It'll teach you a few things. I promise you. Trust me. Go do that for yourself. Start helping yourself. So yeah, I didn't go to class today. I went yesterday. Damn, what else? I'm getting ready to put this Kyle project out. Me and my boy Hunter, we did like a really cool project, and I hope you guys enjoy it. We've known each other since like middle school. I'm trying to do like an interview thing with him and just like post it as like a podcast episode type shit. So hopefully I get around to doing that. You guys are gonna see me a whole lot more in this manner, and podcasting, all that shit. I'm really gonna start talking to you guys for real and kind of giving my knowledge and information, because I know I'm not successful yet. I'm going to be, and I'm just passing on information and documenting my success and creating. I'm making music. I'm fucking putting things out into the world. So hopefully you guys appreciate it and support me and learn some shit from what I'm trying to do. So with that being said, I hope you guys have a great day. I hope this week is everything you want it to be. And stay tuned for my future.